transit effect in the year 2022 for the rising sign as well as for the moon sign. Choice is yours. Saturn represent karma. Saturn represent hard work. Saturn represent profession. Saturn represent our career, status, our status in society. Saturn represent our prestige, honor, income resources, financial opportunities. Saturn represent property, any kind of property. Saturn represent our financial backing. Saturn means money. Saturn represent wealth, assets. Saturn also represent directly, indirectly lifespan. Health issues which are most complex and difficult to deal with. Life-threatening health issues. Saturn also represent death. Saturn also represent crisis, trauma, grief, hard work's reward. Saturn represents service sector. The whole service sector where we provide the services. Saturn represents profession, career, merchandising. And Saturn's impact and effect are very important. But if you are very much concerned about your future, about your job, about your business, about your career, about your profession, about your employment the coming year, about your status, prestige, financial backing, your professional projects, your professional ventures, then Saturn transit effect are quite important. You have to learn about those. What are these according to your moon sign? What are Saturn's transit effect according to your Lagna sign? Both. Yearly forecast for Capricorn 2022. The complete report for 2022. First, I'm going to define the dynamics of Capricorn. Dynamics in which we explain the transit of effect of Saturn, complete transit effect with task precaution chanting, and same applied to Jupiter's transit effect with task precaution chanting, Rahu Ketu's transit effect, task precaution chanting. Let us talk about Saturn's transit effect. Saturn for Capricorn represents its Lord. Saturn owns the Capricorn. Saturn also represents karma's effect, your actions reward. Saturn also represents work, profession, career, job, status, prestige and honor. Saturn also represents your income resources. Saturn represents your property, wealth, assets. Saturn represents your condition in health. Saturn represents unexpected trauma, grief or crisis. Saturn also represents reward of your hard work in service sector. Your businessman, if you're a businessman, your state of your business, your state of your self-employed, state of your profession. And Saturn transit effect for 2022 for Capricorn. And Saturn transit is already is this particular phase of time. Saturn is at the moment from January till may I say April, is transiting in your Lagna, which is already started since last year. But Saturn transit changed from 29th of April 2022 till 12th of July 2022. This particular period Saturn transiting from your Lagna to the second house. And this prediction will apply if your Capricorn is your rising sign or Capricorn is your moon sign. Saturn transit effect in second house for Capricorn. Saturn in second house is Aquarius, the own sign, the unique sign of Saturn. The pi of Saturn in second house is in copper. So Capricorn, you'll go through a lot of domestic situation, financial complication. Your income can be low, expenditure can be sky high, Capricorn. But at the same time, you go through many opportunities of financial prosperities, name, fame, establishment, certain financial gain, comfort of the land or property or car. Saturn position in second house, but sometimes you go through difficulties. Objective may be hard to achieve or may not produce the desired result according to expectation. Saturn transit in second house, and you got to work very thoroughly but cautiously. And sometimes people will test your fiber. Financially, this is not a good period. Limit your expenses as much as possible. Income may come from several resources but may find it hard to hang on to it. Avoid disputes relating to property owned by your parents, as this may cause unhappiness or damage your reputation. During this time period, you may be involved in unnecessary arguments, conflict. You may create a lot of new enemies, sometime within your own family. You have to be careful of harming others. Beware of criminal tendencies. Avoid troubling your spouse and Take care of your health. That might be also this particular time period. Look after your kids' health. Protect your health. You may lose your vitality, feel lackluster and weak. Even a little hard work may tire you. Pay attention to your appearances. This may also suffer. Traveling overseas is also possible during this time period. You may move around without purpose sometimes, wasting your time. Be careful. When the Saturn transit in second house, during this time period, you will achieve financial gain, but at the same time, you will come across many professional obstacles, delays, complications, hassles, a lot of changes in your circumstances, but in the end, you will achieve success, rewards. You will involve in a new project, new venture. You must look after your health and well-being. Beware of lack of income resources. Do look after your relationship with your in-laws and family. You got to watch your conduct, otherwise you'll end up in a court case, but decision will go in your favor. You will be blessed with property and land and car, but at the same time, you won't be able to achieve the comfort of all these. You can be very much stressed linked with your family relationship. Please be aware of scandalous relationship. Make sure you must not invest any money in gambling, risky investment. Otherwise, you will be ruined. You will get the support and help from family and friends. You will achieve support and gain from higher authorities. Saturn transit in second house. When the Saturn transit in first house, you had to learn who you really were, who you really are in your own terms. Now Saturn enters the second house. Saturn will teach you what is really important to you, what you really value. That doesn't mean just material thing, but psychological, spiritual, moral value. Saturn also teach you the value of money, the value of flow of income, the value of saving, the value of assets. In fact, these may take over some material values. If that is where you need to work on self-understanding. This is many of your old texts discuss this transit at this time, or financial loss or poverty. But this is not necessarily true. No. If material wealth is keeping you from discovering your true value, then you are likely to experience financial losses. Otherwise, your circumstances will probably be the right. You may feel financially insecure at this time, but control your material possession may seem to be slipping from your hands. But your hard work will keep everything going as you want to be. As longer you work hard, as longer you are disciplined, as you're determined, nothing will be lost. No, nothing will be lost. No. If you're lazy and if you're investing money in gambling, then that situation can happen. But if you're not lazy and you're not taking any huge risk like a gambling, then you'll be fine. And may I say that Saturn want to teach you how to value money, how to use money in your favor. Saturn will teach you the importance of saving and assets. Saturn wants you to restructure your value system. Saturn wants you to learn about how to organize your money. Saturn will teach you how to organize your finances and how to grow money as well and how to save more money. In the past, you may not have given that much attention to that, but now you have to. If you get wrapped up in money matters, then that could be a problem, but you shouldn't be wrapped up in that way. You have to learn how to save maximum money and how to make maximum money and how to achieve the best. Saturn is here to teach you that. Your material possession reflect what you value on the psychological plane. But if you're not conscious of your inner values, your possession will reflect that unconsciousness, that they will not accurately reflect who you are. But Saturn will teach you the value of money. Saturn will teach you the value of assets and saving. Saturn will teach you, try to be more involved yourself. And Saturn will teach you to experience of your material possession will seem to be sometime out of control. And Saturn will teach you not to lose anything. Saturn will teach you how to save your assets. Saturn will teach you how to discover your real needs in this area regarding your flow of income, your assets, your savings. And Saturn now here to teach you what you haven't learned that before. So you got to think and you got to act. Most unhappiness about possession comes because there is some disparity between you and what you think, what you should, and what you think and you should want, and what you do not want, what you do want. This is some sort of it's like your thinking value have to be upgraded. How you think and how you act and behave, how you think and how you spend, how you think, how you earn. Saturn is going to restructure that. You have to be very careful about your financial backing. You have to be more economical. Above all, do not concern with them, but any more that you just have to organize your flow of income, your savings, your spending, your earning. Saturn want to do that. Yes. Transit of Saturn in first house, starting from 12th of July 2022, will carry on until 17th of January 2023. Saturn is coming back to Capricorn in Lagna, in your first house. Signifies a trying time. This is and may I say, Saturn coming back to your Lagna in your first house. Power of Saturn for Capricorn will be iron. So Capricorn, you will come across many mental tensions, professional complication, higher expenditure, but you also go through domestic or financial complication. You will face your day-to-day challenges and tedious scenario situations. Capricorn, where you will face signifying a trying time, struggleful situation, obstacle, delays, and waste of time. You will be quite tense, upset, at the same time very low and disappointed. You will face quite a few clashes and conflicting situations and few professional struggleful situations. The more you become active, creative, dynamic, the more you will achieve. You will come across quite a few opportunities through communication, but it all depends on your attitude, conduct, vision. Your struggle will convert into sweet success. If you are involved in a technical profession like IT, computer, buying and selling property, stone, oil, petrol station, building, merchant property, rubber industry, if you're a wholesale supplier, food supplier, wholesale furniture supplier, if you're into management, corporate world, you'll have to be very careful about your everything, your decision choices you're making. At the same time, Capricorn, you'll have to be very careful about your marriage relationship, your conduct in the relationship. You got to make sure you do not invest your ego in anything you do. Please refrain from ego bashing, please. You got to be very careful about your decision choices when it comes to business profession. You have to be very active, creative, dynamic, visionary, determined, disciplined, devoted, fully focused for your own good. You got to look after your health and well-being. Finances may be at all-time low sometime, but avoid wasteful expenditure, taking any unnecessary loans, debts. On the personal level, you will feel pessimistic, appear unpleasant to others. Objective may be hard to achieve, but there is a possibility of spending issues, time and money through legality. You pay particular attention to your health during this phase of time. Although no serious diseases are indicated, you may be at risk from injury. Look after your health. More specifically, you may experience pain in the head, feel totally drained of energy and enthusiasm. You may also suffer from worry and anxiety. You may say that you're susceptible to pain or discomfort. Avoid any situation that could threaten your honor. This may come under attack. Traveling is on the card, most of you. You may have to travel to a distant land, to be transferred to a foreign land. Being apart from your friends and family, your home may not be the pleasant experience. Maintain peace and tranquility at home. You may be argumentative with your siblings, with your spouse. Avoid any unpleasantness with your partner, with your family. Protect them from harmful influences. You may have to form some sort of a circle of trust around you. You have to be careful being deceived unexpectedly. Be especially attentive to your friends, as valuable friends may suffer during this time period. Avoid falling prey to vices and be careful. But Saturn transit in first house. When the Saturn transit in the first house, the modern approach is this transit represents new beginning, internal growth. This transit means this transit means your responsibility will continue to be heavy, but your accomplishment will be there. Your responsibility will be heavy, but you got to wake up yourself now. You got to build up your drive. You got to build up your determination and discipline. Invest these three roots in yourself, then your accomplishment will be phenomenally unique. During this time period, you can take any project as long as you are driven, determined, disciplined. You can take the whole world on your shoulder. You can do that. And this is the time you turn your attention inward. Think thoroughly. After 30 years, after 29.5 years, 29.45 years, Saturn came back to Capricorn. So Saturn will like to expand you, develop you, teach you. Now you're turning towards inside. What you learn from the past, you have to, use that experience and learning, restructure yourself from inside. Then you see the effect outside. Restructuring yourself can take several years, not several weeks, several months. But don't be hasty. You have learned a great deal about from the world from the last 30 years or last 15 years. Now learn about yourself. What do you really want, what you need. What have you learned about yourself over the last 15 years? You must understand what you are in your own terms, not in other people's terms. Regardless of what type of person you are, this time of introversion and introspection, the more you get in touch with yourself about during this next few years, the more successful you will be. More you learn about yourself, who you are, what you are, more you will be successful in the future. Learn about your weak points, your strengths. Learn about the mistakes you made and why you made those mistakes. Try not to repeat those mistakes. Saturn has a way of forcing you to deal with the appropriate issues. This is a time for looking inward. It is obviously present difficulties if you have elaborate commitment in outer world. If those commitments get in the way of investing energy within yourself, you'll begin to have a trouble with them. You may feel that you just don't want to have the energy to cope. You may feel withdrawn and tired. No. Wake up. If you're naturally introspective, you may become more so. Other people experience significant failure in their work at this time. Your vision is your power. Your drive is your power. Your determination is your power. Your discipline is your power. Please wake up yourself. You can do that. Saturn is coming back to you. Saturn needs to teach you. This is an excellent time for any kind of establishment. This is excellent to test your potential. This is an excellent time to test your potential. This is an excellent time for conscious raising. Capricorn, may I please forgive me. You need to unlearn all the incorrect and inaccurate ways of thinking. You need to unlearn all the incorrect ways. You have to unlearn all the inaccurate ways of thinking about yourself. Then you have learned what you have learned from other people. Then learn what is the right way, accurate way, correct way of thinking and acting. Then you will not do the mistakes again. You need to know who you are, what you are. Then you can properly lay the foundation, restructuring your inner life. Now, this must precede the restructuring of your outer life, which will happen about 14 years, from 7 years, 14 years, 5 years from now on. You will see the reward, even after 2.5 years. Yes. You see that it's Saturn coming back to you, just restructuring yourself. Saturn will tell you what you have learned, who you are. Saturn will open the avenue about yourself. Don't waste this time. It's a very beautiful time. You can achieve the sky and the earth, yes, if you want to. Only depend on your will, your drive, your determination and your discipline. Please do press the bell for like and kindly share this video with your colleagues, with your family, with your friends, with everybody you know. And become our subscriber, then we can share a lot of information with you. We can inform you about our live show consultation streaming, which comes every Wednesday UK time 12 till 2, every Friday 12 till 2 UK timing, every Sunday live streaming shows. We are always presenting you live show and giving you you can participate in the live show consultation streaming. You can participate in those shows every Sunday UK time 12 till 2, and then 3 p.m. till 5 p.m. UK timing. We'll also share with you weekly horoscope, monthly horoscope, yearly horoscope, that sort of content, and always the content is there for you. But for Saturn transit effect, if you really need tasks to counter the effect of Saturn transit, if there's a negative effect. Precaution, which will provide you protection. Chanting, which could spiritually help you out. For overcoming any kind of complication, hassles created by Saturn for you, then kindly visit my website, prakashastrologer.com. Acquire the yearly horoscope report according to your moon sign or according to your ascendant sign, according to your rising sign or lagna. Then you can implement all the strategies regarding your tasks, precautions, chanting for your betterment. Wishing you all the very best of luck.